Notice of this remote meeting was published in the Bergen Record, posted on the front doors of Borough Hall, and posted on the borough's website. The notice included the dial-in and login information necessary for public participation and access to this meeting remotely. Copy of the agenda for this meeting was made available on the borough's website near the posting of the meeting notice and included the dial-in and login information. During the public comment period of this meeting, if you would like to make a public comment, please press the raise hand button on Zoom or dial *9 on your telephone keypad to raise your hand. The board will address you by name or by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You may mute and unmute yourself by pressing the microphone icon on Zoom or dialing *6 on your telephone keypad. You must state your name and address clearly prior to making a public comment. With that, I will ask Ms. Steinle to call the roll, please.
All right. Mr. Mayor, the mayor is excused tonight. Mr. Caslin?
Here.
Ms. Boland?
Here.
Mr. Gautier?
Here.
Mr. Pfeffer?
Here.
Mr. Cray?
Here.
Mr. Knigo?
Here.
The councilman is excused tonight. Mr. Gibbons?
Here.
Mr. Salva?
Here.
Ms. Levine? Oh, I don't think I saw her. Not at the moment.
Yep.
Also, we have our special counsel, Mr. Liebman, our zoning officer, Mr. Depkin, our board planner, Mr. Behrens, and our board engineer, Mr. Costa.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Steinle. As a procedural matter, we're going to establish a 10 p.m. curfew for this evening's meeting. Moving into our agenda, first item for this evening is under the approval of minutes. We have a set of minutes from our September 10th, 2025 meeting that was circulated to the board prior to this evening's meeting for review. I open it to the board for comments or questions on the draft minutes as provided. There being none, I'll look for a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Cray. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Gautier.
And this could be a voice vote. Only Ms. Boland was absent.
Okay, the exception of Ms. Boland, all those otherwise qualified to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right. Our next agenda item this evening under discussion pertains to our continuing discussion regarding revisions to the setback requirements for HVAC units and gent backup or standby generators. Mr. Depkin circulated revised proposed code changes for the board's review this evening. Mr. Depkin, I don't know if you want to give a brief update as to your revisions.
Certainly. Thank you, Chairman. Hello, board. The regulations for generators and air conditioners, I did some changes in that as in regards to what the board was speaking about at last meeting. I noticed that in yard regulations, general applications, the first paragraph, ground-mounted air conditioners, I wanted to put in there at the bottom of the last sentence where it says a 3-foot fence or a mature evergreen shrubberies. I have that in the other sections, but I omitted that in error there. But basically, yard regulations, I think it's fine in those sections. I think maybe if the board wants to discuss in regards to the distances, I put certain ones in there, but I know that the board had some comments in regards to the setbacks and from the property line. I think it's more important that you decide the distances from the property line because the units themselves will generally dictate how close it can be to the house or to a combustible, combustibles. And I think the same with generators, although I think you want to make sure that you put in a distance, a maximum distance from the house, since some people like to or have, I've seen in the past where they have tried to put them away from their house so they don't have to hear the noise and it ends up, in the back of the property somewhere that would disturb neighbors. But other than that, I think I've hit all the hit all your comments. And if anybody has any questions, let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Depkin. Questions or comments from the board? Okay. If there,
Just one very minor clarification where it says 3-foot fence, maybe make it 3-foot solid fence. I know that sounds nitpicky, but the purpose is screening, obviously. So just, I could see people trying to be sneaky with that.
Okay. That's good.
Nitpicky thing, but thanks, Steve, for bringing this to our attention.
You're welcome.
And final thing would be just to clean up any other parts of the existing accessory structures ordinance that have to be deleted. So here we're creating new regulations under yard regulations. We just have to be sure to eliminate the old provisions that are not working under the accessory building, accessory structures section.
okay. So are you able now between you and Steve to coordinate those revisions to the?
Yeah, Marina. Yeah, we'll just eliminate all
Marina?
the differences,
Okay.
and this will
Yeah,
be
We can put it into a more formal ordinance format, so then we can send it to the council as well.
Any objections from the board? Okay. Very good. Well, let me offer my thanks to Tom and Steve for your assistance in helping us navigate through this particular topic.
You're welcome.
Our next item for discussion this evening is our current fee for site plan review on retail food establishments, where there are no changes to the subject property. Where our current escrow fee is the amount of $375, and there's a proposal at hand to increase that number to $700. Open it to discussion with the board. Anyone comments or questions or concerns on that proposal?
If you could just, my Alzheimer's is kicking in. The kind of data that's driving the need for the change, what are we experiencing with it at its current level, and why the amount of increase that we're looking at?
Yeah, I think we had talked about that before, but I'll let Mr. Alter
Yeah.
give us some
Yes.
perspective.
Currently, it's 375 if there's no changes. And that gets used up probably within 1 week after we have a hearing, just such as recently. And I'm constantly chasing after everybody for increases in the escrow. So it's a very low figure compared to what we use now. Professionals charge much, much more. And even food handler site plan reviews that require no change must get reviewed by the professionals incurring charges.
So
And Mr. Alter, go ahead. I'm sorry, Marina. Go ahead.
this would be a recommendation to the town to make this change on our behalf.
And Mr. Chairman, just for clarification, this is an escrow deposit, right? So if there's anything left over in certain circumstances, it gets refunded
Yes.
to the business. Is that right?
That's correct, Mr. Pfeffer.
Thank you.
I would think with that, if we really are using 750 and they'll get back anything extra, I don't think we need to be making any more work for Mr. Alter, chasing people around.
Okay.
So Marina, we'll make that recommendation.
Yeah, you could just do
Formally.
a vote to make the recommendation to the council, and
Okay.
then Ed can take it back to the administration.
So with that proposal at hand, can I have a motion to approve that as a recommendation?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Pfeffer. Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you, Ms. Boland.
And just a voice
Do a
vote. is-
voice vote? Okay.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to we're not going to address the memorialization for KCK Bagel Shop this evening. That will be handled at a later meeting. Ms. Steinle, I don't know if you have anything you want to add to that?
Yes, so I've been in touch with the applicant's attorney, Mr. Barrett, and in coordination with Mr. Alter. There's still outstanding escrow payments that need to be made. So I would not recommend memorializing the resolution tonight until that's sorted out.
Any questions from the board? Okay. That will take us then to our next agenda item under old business. The applicant is IAAT Services LLC, property in 41 Grand Avenue, Block 1405, Lot 4, seeking approval for the installation of a billboard. This is a continuation of the application that was started at our July 9th, 2025 meeting. I believe the applicant's attorney is with us this evening. Good evening, Mr. Sinisi.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board and board staff. My name is Stephen Sinisi, and I have the privilege of representing the applicant that you've just identified in connection with its, we'll call the billboard application. It's a static and not digital billboard application. And the location is in the C2 commercial zone, but you did hear all of that when our engineer testified at our first hearing. So I will try to be as brief as possible in light of the curfew, because we still have a little cleanup with the engineer, and we have our traffic consultant who will be joining us. He's actually doing a project now in Raritan, and he's going to call in when he's excused. And lastly, I will have our professional planner. We have provided, as you may know, a index or a compilation of the exhibits, and we will go through those through each witness who prepared them. So,
Okay.
as I said, let's get down to it.
Okay,
I'm going to call Mr. William Vogt back up and ask you, Mr. Chairman, you know that he was previously qualified as our projects engineer when he first appeared. Would you like me to requalify him with his credentials?
For the record, let me just make note that Mr. Liebman is now acting as board counsel for this particular application.
Yes, and I'm gonna log off. Thank
Ms.
you.
Ms. Steinle, thank you for joining us this evening. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
And I'll turn to Mr. Liebman. Any need to requalify Mr. Vogt?
No, there's no need for that. I do want to get on the record any objectors, counsels, or interested parties, attorneys that are here, just for the sake of the record. And I just want to confirm, Mr. Alter, this Zoom meeting is being recorded. Is that correct? You're muted, but I presume you were saying
Correct,
yes.
yes.
All right, so let's see, Mr. Pekar, I see, is here. Mr. Pekar, can you just put your appearance on the record again, your name and who you represent?
Robert S. Pekar, P-E-C-K-A-R, Pekar and Abramson, representing the owners of 70 Grand Avenue, where our offices are located, Grand Four Associates.
Okay, Mr. Sarlo.
Good evening, Councilor, Chairman, board members, Charles H. Sarlo, S-A-R-L-O, on behalf of the property owner of 335 Johnson Avenue, that's Dark Star Development LLC, as well as the primary tenant to be at that location, Let It Grow Inc. I do just want to, from a housekeeping and procedural standpoint, if you get to the opposition this evening, I will have 2 witnesses to testify.
All right, thank you for letting us know.
And good evening, Jeffrey Cheney, law firm of Connell Foley. I'm stepping in for Tim Corriston this evening. So just as a update to the last meeting, we're also entering an appearance this evening. So we previously entered an appearance on behalf of on behalf of Route 4 Main Street and the estate of E. Tamburelli Trust B, but we're also this evening entering an appearance on behalf of 41 Grand LLC, who is the owner of, bear with me 1 second so I can get you the correct block, block 1405, lot 1 and lot 6.
All right, Mr. Cheney, if sometime in the future, if you could just get a letter to the board listing who all your clients are, just so we have complete clarity on that.
Of course.
We don't need it right now. Are there any other attorneys that are representing interested parties? If there are, now's the time to raise your hand and identify yourself. Okay. All right, Mr. Chairman, there being none, I suggest you turn the meeting back over to Mr. Sinisi.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lehman. Mr. Sinisi?
Yes,
Floor is
sir.
yours.
Mr. Voigt, are you present and ready to testify?
Yes, I am. Good evening.
Good. Subsequent to your last appearance before the board, did you have the occasion to reflect on the comments and/or questions of various members of the board, its consultants, and attorneys representing various parties in opposition to this application?
I did, and we subsequently resubmitted some updated information to River Edge.
Okay, one question ahead of that, though. Thank you for your answer. Did you discuss those comments and/or questions with our mutual client and other project team members?
Yes, I did.
Okay. To that end, I'm going to show you an updated survey prepared by William C. Buchok, PLS, consisting of one sheet and revised on July 10, 2025, which was updated to include the Route 4 right-of-way. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Can you show that on the...
Sure. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Well, it's sort of, yes. I can see what's the finite details I may have troubles with, but I see it. How about everyone else?
I can see it, and I just want to note for the record, Mr. Sinisi, that we just had Tracy Levine join the meeting.
Oh. And
That's
she is?
alternate number 2.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And
Mr.
it's,
Chairman, I believe the screen could be enlarged. If that's possible, I think it would be helpful to everyone.
Sure. And I'll scroll through. I'm gonna probably jump to another exhibit that shows it just a little clearer for everyone. But I can just run through the survey really quick.
Yeah, I want you to address the reason for this exhibit that was raised by, I believe, one of the objectors, and that is why I believe you prepared it. Is that correct?
Well, there was some questions about showing the extensive right-of-way of Route 4 and how much property frontage the subject site has along the Route 4 right-of-way.
So what is depicted on this updated survey?
Sure. So I'm just going to zoom in. The subject property line is this dark black line with 2 dashes in it. At the corner of the Route 4 and Grand Avenue, where the egress ramp is to Route 4.
Yes.
Our frontage is approximately 27.27 linear feet. And that is the length of the two curves that share the common property line with the Route 4 right-of-way. And then what we also showed on the survey was the southern portions of the Route 4 right-of-way to the south, which is this green line, and then to the north, again, the Route 4 right-of-way line to the north. If I may, I can switch to the site plan rendering.
Well, I'd like you to wait for a minute
Okay.
because I'd like to first mark this document now that you've introduced it and explained it to this extent. So, Mr. Liebman and Chair, I'd like to make this our next exhibit, which I believe is A7.
Sounds right. Let me just check my notes. Yeah, A6 was the colorized aerial, so this is the next exhibit.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Boyd, I'm going to show you or ask you to put on the screen the revised site plans, entitled site plan, consisting of 3 pages, revised through September 2nd of this year, together with your correspondence, bearing the same date and summarizing the plan changes.
That's correct. That's what I have up on the screen is Exhibit A8, and it's, again, the beginning is, Stephen, it's your submission letter. It has my cover letter explaining the changes. There were really 2 changes that were shown on the site plans. We illustrated the Route 4 right-of-way, and we also showed the limit of disturbance for the footprint of the foundation that was required for the Bergen County soil exemption application that we submitted.
And those changes are identified on an accompanying summary correspondence, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Mr. Chairman and Mr. Liebman, I'd like to mark the revised site plans prepared by our project engineer as A8, and collectively meaning the site plan itself together with his correspondence explaining the changes.
And I think your enclosure letter is part of the same PDF, so we'll include that also. Can you just go up, Mr. Voigt, to the top of the PDF so I can get the date of Mr. Sinisi's letter to my notes?
Sure.
Your letter's 9/2/25. His is 9/4/25. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so again, just to reiterate, the proposed billboard again is located at the intersection of Grand Avenue and Route 4. Again, the site frontage along the Route 4 right-of-way is the combination of these 2 radial curves, which have a length of 11.27 and 16 for a total length of 27.27 feet. And then we depicted, again, the Route 4 right-of-way to the north, and then the Route 4 right-of-way to the south.
Thank you. Did you also prepare a site plan rendering to reflect the sign location in the DOT right-of-way?
I did.
You want to pull that up
Sure.
and tell us what is depicted on that rendering?
Sure. So this is a copy of the site plan sheet C-02. It has the same date of 9/2/25, and all we did is we just added some color to help with our presentation. So the site property boundary is outlined in red. And then the DOT right-of-way is outlined in blue. And then you can see that shared property line that I referred to, the 27.27 feet along the frontage of the Route 4 right-of-way. So I think this gives the clearest picture or the simplest picture of what was requested of us at the last hearing.
Thank you. Can we move that as Exhibit A8A?
Yes.
Mr. Liebman, you're good with that? 8A.
Yeah, it's capital A dash
Dash
E,
8 little a.
lowercase I.
You're right. Okay. Mr. Boyd, the applicant was also asked to obtain additional lighting information to support prior testimony you gave that the proposed lighting will not have a negative impact to adjacent properties like spillage or lighting that projects beyond the sign or much beyond the sign. Do you recall that discussion?
Yes, I do.
Were you in touch at our suggestion with the lighting vendor and provided with additional specifications?
I was.
Okay. What did those additional specifications you obtained reflect?
Sure. So I'm just going to go back to Exhibit A8 to the site plans. And on sheet CO3, where we have the sign elevation, we initially presented the illumination levels on the sign face from the 4 exterior lights that are directed towards the sign face. And you can see the foot candles that are shown on the 14 by 48 sign face. You have the highest level is basically directly in the center of the proposed sign at 48.1. And then as you move away to the left and to the right, you can see that the lighting levels drop down to the bottom left-hand corner. It's 23.3 foot candles. To the bottom right, you have, again, 23.3 foot candles. And then on the 2 upper top left and top right sides, you can see the foot candle levels are 14.1. So what we did is we spoke with the lighting manufacturer. They provided us with some additional light spillage that goes beyond the sign face. And now I can switch to the lighting exhibit that was submitted. I believe that's A9. Steve, is that okay? A9.
Well, I would ask that
A9 is fine for me.
I think we have Mr.
Yeah.
Sinisi froze.
Yeah, Mr. Shanice, I think you froze up a little bit there. Let's give his computer a moment to adjust.
Okay.
When this technology works, it's so great, but when it doesn't, it's like so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
is it on my end?
I think that it is on your
Yeah.
end, Steve.
There's a delay in your video, Steve.
You're saying. Maybe I hit mute. Take down the exhibit
Mr. Voigt, can you stop the share?
Oh, sure.
Where'd Steve go?
Yeah, I think he's still having some challenges.
All right, I'm gonna call Mr. Sinisi on his cell phone and suggest that he restart his computer. I think we've all been there at least once or twice
Yeah.
since the COVID days.
And then
Steve, can you hear me?
Borough Hall can't open soon enough.
Hello? Yeah.
Okay, I connected with Mr. Sinisi and he's gonna restart his computer and come back to the meeting.
Can you hear?
Okay, yeah, I find when this happens, the best thing to do is like shut the whole computer down and shut the whole computer and reboot the whole computer, yeah.
If
Okay,
he's got
all right.
it, if
All
he's
right,
got it in
all
the
right.
gallery.
Yeah, no, we'll be patient. I know sometimes it takes a few minutes. Okay, we'll wait.
Yeah, if he has it in gallery view, you may want to take that off and let it go to just the speaker because he may be eating up his bandwidth with the gallery view.
Let's see if we can do that. Oh, he can do that himself. All right, I'll suggest that to him. Yeah, if this doesn't work, we'll tell him to log in. Actually, I was gonna say we'll ask him to log in on his phone, but I happen to know that Mr. Sinisi is the last lawyer I know who's carrying a flip phone, so he's not using his iPhone. Hello. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, take your time. I was just saying, if do you have an iPad? That might be good to use also. Yeah, you could, yeah. All right, try that. We'll wait for you. All right, bye. Mr. Sinisi's gonna try a different computer that he has.
Okay.
And the good news is we could be back in Borough Hall next week.
We're gonna have to go to Borough Hall next time we do this.
It's up to the board, obviously, but it should be, as long as Steve, I don't know where Steve went to. I saw him before. As long as Steve gives a CO, hopefully on Monday, yes.
Okay.
Borough Hall will be back open.
While we're waiting, can someone tell me when the next meeting is? Because I'll make sure it's on my calendar.
Mr. Alter?
Next meeting is October 8th. But as of now, it might be canceled. I'm not sure,
Okay.
depending if we have to carry this application.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna finish this tonight. That's why I was asking.
Mr. Chairman, I suggest we give this a few more minutes, and then if it's not going to work, I would definitely recommend we follow Mr. Costa's suggestion.
Well, yeah, I have no intention of holding this gallery all night. You know, we'll give him a reason. We'll give him a reasonable period to try to get himself back on the line, and failing that, we'll consider alternatives.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, you could do it just by a phone call if you can't get the video to work, if you're comfortable with that. Okay.
And that exhibit went on the screen.
Yep.
Something off. I don't know what it is. I'm not that savvy.
Yeah, it just absorbs too much bandwidth on your computer. That's fine. We don't need to see you. You can keep your camera off. All right. So are you in the room now? I don't see your name there. Ed, can you see if Mr. Sinisi is in the room without a camera on?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Right. He thinks that he can join us, but he just can't have his camera on, so we can't see him, which we don't need to see him. He's not
I
testifying.
don't see him in the room.
Let's give him a moment to log back in.
Can he call in on a cell phone?
He can, and he could call me and I'll put my cell phone next to the computer. But I think he's gonna want to see the exhibits that are up. He's gonna need a video connection, even if it's just one way. let's give him a few minutes. It's only 8:15, and if we can't get this sorted out, say like the next 10 minutes, I would suggest that we adjourn it. He's calling me back. Hello? All right, you're okay. Ed, do you see Mr. Sinisi in the or entering the meeting?
I still do not.
All right.
I do not see him.
All right, Steve, I'm gonna send you a no. Can you see us? Yeah, can you see us? You can. Yep.
Trying something else.
All right. I heard it say recording in progress. I think he's coming into the meeting. Almost there. Okay. Hello. Yes. No, I don't see you. You can see off. Hold on, you may be listed as a visitor instead of a panelist. Hold on.
Mark, is he coming in as Renee Cardone?
Oh, yeah, are you coming in as a Renee Cardone? Okay. Okay.
Because I can vote him.
All right, let's see if you're coming in now. You want to be a panelist.
Is he Renee Cardone?
Yes.
Then I'll vote him.
And here you go. There you go. Okay, we see you there, Renee. Steve, I'm hanging up the phone. Can you hear us through the computer? Okay. Steve, can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you. Okay, I'm going to change the name on the screen so we know that that's you.
Looks like he froze again. Nope.
Want me to do it?
Steve, can you hear us through the computer there?
It's got a Wi-Fi problem in the house.
Yeah, that's what happens if you live in those fancy towns.
Well, that's what it is, you know. Rich people have cell phones. They don't want cell towers. Either that or, Mr. Chairman, maybe tomorrow morning, we suggest that Mr. Sinisi goes either to Best Buy or one of those places or the Apple Store.
Go back to rabbit ears.
It's, I think the IBM with the A and the B drive is just not working anymore for them.
Hello? I can hear you through my phone, but not through the computer. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Can everybody hear? I'm getting feedback. Let me mute. Okay. All right. Steve, say something.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2.
All right. So there's a lot of feedback. I don't think this is going to work.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, Mark, I think we're at that point where
All right. Let me mute myself here so the feedback doesn't torture me anymore.
So there's no phone number that he can just call into this. And when we get the email with this, there's a million phone numbers, isn't there?
Yes,
Can he not just call into one of those and just be?
you can.
I think
But I
the
guess-
problem with
You
that is
can't-
he may not be able to see what's
He
happening.
can't see his, he
Yeah.
can't see the exhibits. He's,
he's questioning the
And he
experts
can't
about.
see. Can he do that on his phone and log in as a panelist on the computer?
Yeah, let me call him and see if he's ready to try that. Otherwise, I think we've been at this for a good 30 minutes right now, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
It may be time to
Approaching that,
say,
yeah.
I will see you all in person in October. Let me try and get him on the phone. I'm going to step away from the computer so I don't get all the feedback going on. All right, this does not seem to be working. I think the next board meeting is October 15th. Policy development, so we do it in person. That's okay for that. We should find some like we have, but- It may be a- Yeah, it may be a bandwidth issue, it could be a Wi-Fi issue. No, no. I know, it could just be something funky that's happening now, but yeah, the board is, I think, kind of wants to push it up. Let me get back to I stepped away from my.
He's back, he's on.
Yep.
I just wanted to work on going back to the first computer.
He's now on.
Mark, he's back.
All right, Steve, I'm hanging up the phone.
Okay.
Can you take him off mute?
Yeah, he said he went back to the first computer.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's
Yep.
working.
Okay,
Oh,
so sorry. Apologize to all. I think we had on the screen the lighting specs. And I asked that they be marked A9. That's where I left off or lost contact.
That's what I have in my notes.
Okay.
All right, Steve, my suggestion is gonna be that you turn your camera off so we can't see you. And that sometimes makes things run a little bit smoother. And did you just freeze again?
Yeah, yep.
So
Okay.
you want the camera off, you're saying?
Yeah, I think turn your camera off. You froze again. Yeah.
He keeps freezing.
All right, this is not gonna work. Let me call Mr.
Yeah, the
Sinisi.
camera's off. The camera's off.
But is he still, I don't see him as
Yeah, he's in at the, it just has his name at the bottom of the screen. It's a black screen, black box.
okay.
But I don't think we're getting even audio.
There you
He's
Nope.
there.
All right.
His video keeps freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's freezing his audio too. I'm sure he's not sitting there silently right now.
Yeah, Mark, I think why don't we
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me get him on the cell phone so we can make the announcement together.
Okay.
Steve, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna carry this meeting to October 15th at 7:30 PM in Borough Hall. There will be no further notice. This is the notice for the public. Anybody who's here that wants to be heard on this application or ask questions.
It's not October 15th, it's October 8th.
Oh, excuse me, October 8th at 7:30 PM at Borough Hall.
I'm very sorry.
It's okay. This happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So I think that's the end of our agenda this evening. Unless anyone else from the board has any new business comments? If not, I will look for a motion to adjourn the meeting, please.
So moved.
Just confirm that the next meeting is October 8th at 7:30
Okay.
on Zoom.
I thought we were doing it in person.
Not yet.
No, the mayor said at last meeting that he would let us know when we'd be going back to Borough Hall, that there's some logistics that they have to take care of over there with, you know, where they have the offices currently and what they have to move and such, so.
Okay, so to be
yeah.
clear, the meeting is going to be October 8th, 7:30 PM on Zoom.
Correct.
The same link or a new link will be posted?
No, I'll have to send out a new link to everybody.
Okay, a new link will be posted on the borough website,
Yes,
7:30 PM.
yes.
Further notice. This is the notice. Okay.
Hi,
Got it.
Mr. Liebman, this is Paul Imperato, Dark Star Developers.
Yep.
I have a conflict and our planner, who is on this call as well, has a conflict for that date. And I just try to call Charles or text Charles to let you guys know that. But he just popped on, so
Sorry.
I'll
Sorry,
be out of
Paul.
the country.
I saw your thing come in. And Mark, I'm gonna be in Elmwood Park that night at 7:30.
Okay.
I don't know how long I'll be. I'm not sure where on the agenda I am.
What is that? I'm afraid that.
All right, well, let's leave it where it is now. The meetings are going to be video recorded, so we can get you a recording of the entire meeting. I do not think we're going to complete this in one additional meeting. And if it's going to be online, we can make sure that whatever witnesses testify are available for you, Mr. Sarlo, if you have follow-up questions, if you can't make it to the meeting. I think that's really the best that we can do to try and move this forward.
Just so you know, the following meeting is October 22nd.
When is the following meeting?
October 22nd.
Okay. Okay, so I'll have an opportunity then to finish and be listed on both those agendas. Can I assume that?
You can.
Thank you. Okay. Another day.
All right, and of course
In
now your
paradise.
computer's working fine. All right,
All right.
so October 8th,
uh,
7:30 PM on Zoom.
On Zoom.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. see
Motion,
you all.
motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
I think I have Mr. Gibbons on a first and Mr. Knigo on a
Second.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed, any abstained? We stand adjourned at 8:32 PM. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Yeah, but back there,